Season's greetings, geeks and nerds. I'm Ladies Universe and I'm White and Nerdy, and we're back into Christmas content. Sort of a countdown to Christmas kind of thing, as I have 12 reviews, 12 days of Christmas. So, on the second review of Lazy Universe Christmas, we started to review with Annabelle's Wish. Don't expect me to do that every time. So, Annabelle's Wish comes to us off of a book by the same name, and it is written by Dan Henderson. I've never read the short story myself, but I've always remembered seeing this cartoon back when it used to air on Cartoon Network, at least from 2000 until at least 2002 to 2003, and it was pretty successful, for what it's worth. But why did it start becoming like lost media, like it just suddenly disappeared? No one cared about it? Now, that doesn't seem to be the point, since it does have a small cult following. Also, very similar to all of the other reindeer, you can watch it for free here at YouTube. But that's not what you guys are here for. You're here for me to make snarky jokes about a little cow that has a very big wish. What wish is that? Well, let's bundle up together inside the farmhouse and join together with the animals and have ourselves a barnyard of a Christmas. Because this is Annabelle's wish. So, let's dive into a farmhouse and see what exactly was Annabelle's wish. We began Annabelle's wish properly way back at the North Pole with Santa getting ready for his big trip on his way to basically deliver toys to boys and girls. Well, our narrator, voiced by country music icon Randy Travis, tells us that today a calf has been born, and a legend had just started. He doesn't specifically say what exactly happened, but he does lead into pretty much something that could happen. And if anybody needs any information on who Randy Travis is, you just go on YouTube and just listen to some of his music. Really, I should not be able to help you. And thus Annabelle, the calf, is thus born. Out upon the town and singing Christmas carols is Grandpa, his grandson Billy, and their friend Emily, who just so happens to be enjoying the Christmas spirit. That is until Grandpa's truck breaks down upon the Holscher farm, where they meet the Holscher boys, who aren't very happy about Billy and also making fun of him because he can't talk. More on that later. As Grandpa tried to bargain with the boys, saying, "Hey, why don't you guys come Christmas caroling with us?" But at first, when he made his first face, it doesn't seem like that Grandpa's full idea was to invite these boys on Christmas. Especially since how one of the Holscher boys here looks very disappointed about the idea. Grandpa looks kinda confused, as if, well, probably he should. But the face that he made before this kind of like sums it up perfectly. As in my opinion, it really does seem like Grandpa's about ready to do something that he really shouldn't do to those boys, and in fact get probably in trouble with the law by doing so. Which of course, his evil kindness is halted by the boy's father.
Going nowhere. Well, evening, Gus. Merry Christmas. You know we don't go in for that around here, but Gus...
We don't take kindly to Christmas carols around these parts. You know the rules, Grandpa. We don't take kindly to no Christmas caroling. The only people that we will abide in these parts are hereby anybody that hears it annoys us. Just like the door-to-door salesmen. I wish I had me a door-to-door salesman. You know I used to sell the greatest inventions of all times. I was the first man to sell the homemade steam-powered vacuum cleaner. And this Jerry stole my idea. Damn it, Jerry. I had a good idea. Just, damn it, Jerry. He always takes everything from me. In case the voice for Gus Holscher sounds very familiar to a bunch of people, it's because he's voiced by one very famous person. He's voiced by the late and great Jim Varney. As most people might recognize Jim Varney, being that of Ernest P. Welch, his most famous character that he has had and used to promote different advertisements from different companies. As when Grandpa returns home, his dog, Eeyore, tried getting his attention to go into the barn, but of course he goes in, but Billy is terrified about that. More on that later. As Grandpa is introduced to the little calf, known only as Annabelle, And of course, he's very much as happy that she is born as even Grandpa realizes that there's something quite magical and quite special about the little calf who was just born. Believe it or not, this Christmas special has a villain, Aunt Agnes, Billy's aunt, or his father's sister, who wants Billy for some reason. See, the special never really clarifies about why Aunt Agnes wants Billy. It's just something that has to do with her not having a child, or maybe inheriting something from her brother that he had. But unfortunately, the holiday special never quite clarifies just precisely what that is. As Grandpa has a flashback to a fire that has happened that caused Billy to lose his life. Billy was stuck inside of the barn when it was caught on fire, ingested too much smoke, and lost his voice. But no time about that. Santa stopped by to give all the creatures a very magical and wonderful gift. What gift is that? Why, the ability to talk, of course. What else? I get the idea of Santa Claus talking to anyone that he preferred to, and in this universe, he basically is a sailor of any and all languages, which is kind of smart and also pretty adorable. But it still raises a thousand questions, like he can just do this whenever that he wants to, and if so, then why? As Annabelle has a very special wish. She wants to become a reindeer so that she can fly up high in the sky, specifically fly with Santa. As excited that he got Annabelle for Christmas, Billy follows Annabelle into the barn where he realizes that she can talk, but of course won't spoil the secret even if he could talk. Later on that day, I suppose that they were neighbors, again the special never really explains it, but Emily comes along to see how Billy's doing and isn't introduced to Annabelle, which of course she wants to play a game of Santa and his elves. And since, well, Annabelle's already dressed up as a reindeer, she decides that perfect Annabelle can be their pet reindeer. As it's all fun and games until they land on the Holker property, which of course the Holkers do not take kindly to people around here and basically are upset about it. That is until the boys tell their father about what happened. It's Gus is none too appealing that they broke down the fence. As Gus hatches an evil idea, an awful idea, Gus Holscher unleashes a nasty, evil, maniacal idea that he wants to do to Grandpa and Billy and also Annabelle. As Gus called the sheriff's department about his broken fence, and the sheriff's department, I guess they have the right to, take away Annabelle away from Grandpa and also Billy.
That is evil.
So the Hulker takes Annabelle away, and also judging by how strong one of the boys is pulling, probably choking her at the same time, so yeesh for animal cruelty there. But Grandpa can't seem to see his little buddy down in the dumps, so what he decides to do is a simple plan. Sell an antique music box his daughter had. As Grandpa knew that love was just unboundable, said the two are reunited, and a beautiful song by Randy Travis is played over the music. So before they know it, it is Christmas time again, as the years had passed so quickly, but unfortunately there's still a bunch of bullcrap for them to deal with. And specifically for the Hawker Boys, who just wouldn't leave Billy alone to the fact where Annabelle had to basically kick the shit out of them herself like the good little protective cat that she is. And also they were being assholes, so I'm giving a point to the cow behind all this. As the Hooker Boys try to get basically the team in trouble, but of course the sheriff tells them that that's not what happened because the bus driver saw anything, so the Hooker Boys are to blame. As Santa Claus comes back to basically investigate just to see how the animals are doing, getting along, and give them their usual gift of talking. But this is when Annabelle gives Santa a very specific wish that she wants to actually do this year, at least this year, for a very special friend of hers.
In here. Grandpa, I talked.
Billy, you're talking.
And Billy soon learned the truth that Annabelle gave up her voice in order for Billy to start talking. So yes, she made a grand sacrifice for Billy, and the most unselfish one, as truly the meaning of Christmas is to not be selfish towards others, but to look out for others, especially helping those who desperate in need. So Annabelle's wish definitely conquered the goal of make sure that you help others who are in need of the time. Time passes, Billy marries Emily, and Annabelle grows up to be a common grand old lady who's probably on the last string of her life, as Billy still remembers her wish. As Annabelle wanders out of the barn, probably to die, that's mostly what most animals do in this kind of circumstance, but that is until she's found by an old friend of hers that she hasn't seen in quite some time, for she's found by the one and only Santa Claus. And Santa wants to give Annabelle one last wish that she has had, one wish that he never forgot, and one wish that she wanted to do ever since she was little. And so Santa grabs some fairy dust, crumb bums, I don't know what he grabbed from his hat, Christmas magic, we'll say, and he decided to throw it on Annabelle, and then the most weirdest of weirdness actually happened.
I'm a reindeer.
What the fuck is happening here?
I guess Santa Claus is Jesus Christ now, since he can change people's forms. That was a thing he could do, I guess. And so that was Annabelle's wish, and to be honest and to be fair, it's still a really damn good special. Yeah, it had some flaws, but it's still enjoyable nonetheless, which gives off a very good Christmas spirit. Is Christmas is more about giving than it is receiving. Sure, we never really fully think of that, and we never fully expect, anything that we give somebody to be worth a damn. But it means so much more to this person when they actually end up giving them something that they could really want, even if it's something that they never thought that they could need. Christmas is always a time about giving something that comes straight from here, from the heart. And no matter what that gift is, big or small, it can still leave an impact on somebody that you might have never known that they wanted. But you can always give them something that was such a big gift that who knew that they wanted it. And so Annabelle's Wish gets extra points for that one. So if you're looking for something new to enjoy for the Christmas spirit and for the Christmas season, then I can think of none other than checking out Annabelle's Wish. It's a fine, fun, and fantastic joyride for you yourself or for your family, so it is worth checking out if and when you have the chance. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified every single time I make an upload, and follow me at Twitter in the description down below. And be sure to tell me if you've seen it. What is your opinions or thoughts and opinions on Annabelle's Wish? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you consider it a Christmas classic like I do? Let me know in the comments down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I've been your tablet nerd to keep you on. And we're going to continue the Christmas spirit, and we're going to continue in the wholesome of things. Let me see my schedule here, because I forgot. Ah, yes. Next time, we'll be talking about one very famous reindeer who happened to save the entire holiday. So come back next time, and we'll be talking about the most famous reindeer of them all. But until that time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, have a happy season, and the Christmas festivities will continue next time, where we'll be talking about the little reindeer who saved Christmas.